Hello, everybody. This is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we are post-Christmas, and hopefully all is well. We've survived all the hoopla and the family and the overeating and the cleaning up and all of that, and here we are back at crafting. Okay, so maybe the dust is settling, and you can actually spend some time on things you want to make for yourself, or maybe just practice on some new skills, things like that. So today, I'm going to be taking this journal that somebody gifted me, which thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. I'm going to have some fun with this journal. I'm going to bulk it up. Yep. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to show you a bunch of ways to easily add more pages even after the journal has been sewn together. So this is quick and easy ways to add extra pages to your junk journal without disassembling the entire thing. No cutting up the main string, no pulling the signatures apart, anything like that. This particular journal is a one signature journal. And okay, so I've got a pile of papers here, and it's just some college rule notebook, some book page, some scrapbook paper, some stenciled pages, some inked pages, coffee dyed pages, just some fun papers I grabbed to work with. Here's some green ink stained paper. And I thought this would give us lots of fun to play with. Okay, so a very easy way to start is maybe we're going to take this page. And you can do this a multitude of ways. I'm using this it's a Westcott ruler. It has cork on the bottom, and it's a metal ruler, so it's easily used to tear paper with. It's not technically a tearing ruler. I just call it that because I like to tear with it. So here we go. I'm going to tear it. I'm going to tear it. Okay. Now pages don't have to be the exact same size, width, color, anything. And they can be a little bigger than or a little smaller than your page, or exactly the same size as the page. I'm going to do a very simple technique initially. I'm going to fold this in half, making it basically operate somewhat like a greeting card, okay? And I don't know, maybe just so it'll show up a little better on camera, I might do a little bit of inking on it just for fun, not much, but just so you can see where the borders of the paper are. I like the rough edges of the cut paper, but not everything, or torn paper, but not everything has to be cut and torn. But I think it's just going to be a little bit more visible for you on camera. Don't really know why that side, that's okay. I'm just going to go along on the inside again, so it shows a little better. So I hope you got what you wanted for the holidays, and if you didn't, it's okay. There's another year coming. Maybe this will be your year. There you go. Okay. And okay, so I'm going to open this up. This is a nice white page here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a simple greeting card style extra addition of paper. So I'm just going to glue it right to this white page. Thus, when this white page is opened, you can open it up and you have all of this. Okay, so it's a very simple concept, very easy to do. Anyone can do it, beginner friendly. And you could glue it down 101 different ways. I just think I'm going to take the age-old glue stick method and glue it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my corners, make sure I get my corners, and then just go around the edges. Okay, and then some in the center. I'll pop this down and somewhat looks like a central location. All right, so now we have that, and then we can play with that as we decorate it. Now let's maybe go, a couple pages in, maybe see something like this. I'm going to take a different page this time, something that isn't normally here, and maybe take this. That's kind of cool with that, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think that looks pretty straight. Huh. Love the eyeballing technique. Okay, so now here's a little bit different of a technique, similar in part, but not exactly. It's going to be a single fold technique as well. And I'll just go around and ink this up, fold it in half. Okay. And actually, I think I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And this time, I'm going to glue this side of the paper to this side. Should I glue it to this? Maybe to that. Oh, no, we're right there. No, we want to move away from that. Okay, maybe to this side. I'm going to glue it here. Okay, and this time, I'm only going to glue this edge. Yes. So actually going to put a fold here. Okay, so I'm going to glue this part to here using some more glue stick. This Scotch Crate glue stick. I think they switched to a new kind, Scotch Permanent glue stick. Haven't used the new one, but people are telling me it seems to work the same. So let me know your thoughts if you have used it. I haven't used it yet myself. Okay. There we go. Now you can fold this upon itself. Now I do have a little bit of glue here, so this is where you want to come in with your finger and roll that off before it becomes a sticky mess where you didn't want the glue. It happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty easy to do early on in the game. And it just rolls off into oblivion. You know, who knows where that stuff goes? Nobody really knows. So anyway, the fold is going to be to there, okay? But now we are going to do a wraparound technique here, where this page is actually going to come in here. So as the person is coming through, they're looking at this, and they're like, oh, that's interesting. What on earth is that? This can actually open up like this, and then there's all this extra writing space here, all this extra writing space here. So you're increasing the number of pages as you go. So it becomes a little bit of an exploratory book, which is kind of fun. Okay. Oh, this is who it's from. 2-part CC paper. No, maybe not. I'm not sure. 2-part CC paper. I'm not sure. But if you know who you are, shout out. Let us know. Okay, so let us grab another piece of paper. How about a pretty piece of scrapbook paper? Okay, so maybe this time we're going to do extend a page. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this page fit. But we're going to cut off the top so it will fit here, but we're not going to cut off any of the width. Okay, so we're just going to make it, whoops, sorry. Maybe on here. Okay, so we're going to at least come down to there. Okay, now I know my spot. So, hang on. Whoop, okay, there we go. Now I'm going to tear it at approximately that spot with the ruler side down, so it's nice and sharp. Oh, and look, this says lines to follow, so it's very easy to tear evenly. So I have great faith I have torn that evenly. Okay, well, we're going with you. Okay, so I am going to, I think I'll make this as big of an extended page as possible, so I'm going to do the same thing. Well, I mean, I could actually do that. Let's do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this edge here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And can you tell I'm kind of making this up as I go, because I've got about 1,000,001 ways to show you, and they're morphing as I am speaking. So I just changed plan, and now I'm going to do it this way. Okay. So we're going to glue this at the edge, close to the edge, making the fold land on the page. Okay. Now we're going to fold it back this way. Now we're going to fold it this way. Down. And you can even do this. See, it doesn't, if I fold it back, I would end up with white, which is fine. But if I want to keep this color going, I can just do this. Line it up there, and then make this be the fold. And we're calling that an extend a page. Went a little cockeyed. That happens sometimes. Refold it and make it, oop, that was worse. Now we're going to do it again and take it the other way. Okay. There we go. Is that better? Almost. And I think use your edge on this little next page that's showing as your guide, and that will get you to the right place. There we go. Now you can put sort of a something there, so somebody would know maybe there is something to pull. I've got this ticket here I'm going to glue there. It's an old, I don't know, is that Greek? That looks Greek to me. Is that Greek? I could be wrong. Put a little glue here, and I'm going to put this here. There we go. And now people will know that they can pull it. And they're like, oh my gosh, look at all that paper. Got all this paper to write on. I didn't know it was there, but now I do. And life is golden. So there you go. That's how that's done. So that's an extend a page. And okay, so we have maybe this page. Let me get a different piece of paper. And let me grab this. This is a book from a symphony book. And maybe I want this to open up in different directions, that type of thing. Okay, so a little experimentation had to happen there. This is a book page from a symphony book, and I just like to add an interesting page for people to explore. I'm going to fold this side in. It's going to fit on this page. Maybe a little hangover, that's okay. Then I'm going to fold it down, and then I'm going to glue the back to the page to give it a place to open from. That needed another word in that sentence, didn't it? Yes, it did. Okay, getting my corners, getting the edges, getting a little in the center with the glue stick, turning it around, placing it here so it does not impede the spine. No spine impedance, very important, so that when a person comes along, they can actually open it like such. And it opens and closes very easily. And I might put something that is indicative of opening. So maybe like they'll see something and think, oh, maybe I'm supposed to do something. Like maybe it will be this sticker. It's just a little one symbol. But I'm hoping it will draw their eye. Sticky sticker. Oh, it's a sticky sticker, so I don't think I need extra. Okay, there. So when they come to this page in the book, they're like, oh, what's that? Oh, this opens. Oh, what is this? This is a page on symphony, and they can read about symphony and its history, and that's kind of cool. Okay, so you can have some scrapbook paper, stenciled pages, and plain pages. So far, this just opens like that, very easy. Okay, let's go through a little further here. Well, this is a pretty page, isn't it? I didn't want to touch it, it's too pretty. Okay, let's maybe go for this. This actually has the beginning of an extend a page, and they made a little pocket-like area there, but what you can continue on with is, here's some pretty coffee-dyed paper, and we just need the height to be a little shorter than that. Okay, so I made that fold. I know where it is. I'm going onto my craft mat using my pencil. This is my tearing ruler. There. There we go. Bringing this back over. This has an extend a page. It's going to be an extend a page. This has a flap already. We can glue right to this. And that might be fun. And then the whole thing will open up like that. Or you could glue it underneath and have it open up, which I think I'm going to glue underneath. But I'm just going to emphasize this a little bit with some ink. So there's about 101 ways you can add a page to an already created junk journal. If you maybe have a signature that's too thin, you forgot some pages in it, something like that, there's a way out of it. And that's kind of fun if you start to discover these workarounds, because they can really add to the depth and quality of your junk journal. Alrighty. There we go. Now what are you going to do? That doesn't, but now you could technically just fold it right in half where the spine would be. Okay. Maybe we'll just do this. Not impeding the spine, but just up and abutting. Abutting just barely, but there has to be a little space for everything to work nicely. And then just fold it back. And or you could also take it all the way here. There's nothing wrong with that. No, nothing at all. So that would basically function as such, and then they have all of this to write upon. It's quite nice. It's quite welcoming. I might emphasize this is the edge of the paper a little bit more. And maybe put some type of symbol there, such as this lovely butterfly. Let me see if we can touch you to shape. This is a reproduction of a Victorian die cut, I believe, or something from a botanical field guide, possibly, or from old botanical, or not botanical, insect illustrations. Somehow the antennae are gone, but we will not question that. We will just put that there. That looks so pretty. Let's do that. So you can have a lot of fun adding pages to your junk journals. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. And we have another little special spot here. We have another lovely little page. And I think this time we'll do the over-under flap, which is quite easy to do. Again, we are measuring, we're going to be making a long flap this way. So we can actually just lay this on here, tear that off because we know that's going to fit now. And now we're going to do the fold in half. Actually, we will not do the fold in half. We will do the fold at the top. Well, maybe do this. Yes, let's do this. Give it a little edge. Using the edge technique, very handy for adding extra pages. You can do the fold in half, but you will sacrifice some of the paper, and that's okay. It's all right. I want you to know it's okay to do that. But you may want to use the full reach of your paper. Now you're going to come down here, fold there. And you can actually fold it upon itself and tuck itself, or you could fold it back upon itself, which I think I'm going to do. And then maybe do this. Now what you could do at this point, just somehow just struck me, I'm going to turn this into a pocket. Yes, so we're going to have a multi-extend a page pocket right here by adding this. We're going to do a little more gluing, nothing fancy. It's going to be easy for everybody. We're going to take our glue, and I'm going to use the Fabrifix glue at this point, and I'm going to just do a little bit of gluing here, 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 a little bit in there, so that's going to all become one piece, but then we need to glue this little edge together. So you could go through a journal and just simply add a bunch of interesting little pockety-tucky like things along the way as you do this. So now you have something wonderful. You can put something wonderful in there, like that. But this also lifts up, and they have all of this to write upon. So there you go. That's how these things come into being. They just get created along the way. It's fabulous, I tell you, fabulous. No, not too big. Mushrooms. Nope, not the right thing. Let's say I've got something here I'd like to put. That's kind of pretty. I like that. All right. Alrighty then, we'll put this down. What you don't belong here. Go off with you. And here we come around the way. There. Very pretty, very decorated, very astronomically amazing. There we go, we have that. And now we'll cruise a little further into the book. That's pretty paper. It has its natural place there. We have this is lovely. We'll just do something fun with that paper. We're going to take another piece of this lovely green dot stained paper, but maybe we'll come in here and we'll just cut it up a little bit interestingly. Oh, well, let's see, you know, another way we could do it. Let's just not do it that way. Let's do something different. Going to fold the rectangular paper this way. Now we're going to give it some pretty edging with fancy thrift store designer scissors. Wowing the crowds with this maneuver. Here we go. Oh, come on now. Make it look like I know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Oh, that looks pretty there, and it seems to fit. Maybe we'll just shimmy it down just a smidge. But to amplify its prettiness, oh, Oh, that's nice and close. Okay. And there. 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 All right, so now we have this little door. And I think this would be fun to, I think we're going to put it here. Let's go ahead and be complete, and we'll ink the inside as well. So it is like the first greeting card idea, but this time it is oblong. I don't know if it's oblong. I think that might be a circle. I'm not sure. It is longer, like an oval. Oh, I'm too close. Sorry. And it's a long, thin rectangle. So I'm going to glue no, you know, I could do this. I'm going to do a wraparound. Glue the back down. You know what I'll do? I'll turn the back into a pocket. Yeah, we'll level up here. I know. There's just so many different ways you can do this. So the back, I'm going to turn into a pocket with the Fabrifix. So I'm going to glue this side down and this side down. And I guess I can glue the bottom of this. It's not absolutely mandatory, but you can if you want. But don't stink anything. Don't stink anything. Don't stick anything in there right away. Let that dry, because you might get glued if you stick something. This is a pocket. We can put things in there. But this is an open up. So that's what that is. You don't need to technically putting anything there. And sometimes it can just be like a little piece of torn paper. It doesn't have to be a sticker or anything fancy. Why am I putting that in the brown ink? That makes no sense. Okay, I've got even a smaller piece now. We'll do it. We'll just use this old piece of paper as almost like a door handle. Like, oh, look at that. No. Oh, look at this. There's a place for something special. What should that be? How about you? You're very special. We'll put you in there. There we go. So we've now extended those pages. And let's see where we can go from here. We'll do maybe one more. We have this pretty page on the back, which is looking like it needs a little something. And let's see, this is very pretty. Almost want to take out that design completely and see what I can do with it. So let's go ahead and tear it out. Okay. Okay. All right, so we have this beautiful picture, and we could do so many things with it. But what shall we do? What shall we do? Should we do the? Oh, we don't want to cover the back of that. It's too pretty. No, we won't do that. Let's make a square out of it. And we'll play with the square shape for our big finale. Okay. Let's see. Well, we could do something like this. There's going to be a cross cover. We are going to cover a little bit of the back doing this. Let's see if I'm okay with that. Oh, no, I don't like it because it's covering the big pretty thing. No, we're not going to do that. All right, so that means we're going to rip that off. That's what that means. We're just going to come in there and rip that off. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we have the square. Square of it all. So I think what we shall do is we shall take that and put that there. We're going to fold this here. It's really pretty on that side too. Very pretty there though. Oh, I think we're going to have to go with this way. I just like it that way better. Let's fold it. All right. Now, let's take it again. Ink it just so we can see the edges a little better. All right. All right. And on the fold, it always looks pretty when you ink the folds. Okay. All right. And then it's going to open down. So we're going to ink these folds. And ink along here, ink along here, ink along here, and ink along here. Take it back from points. Well, you know, we've got a fold here too. Let's just ink it. Since we're here and all, we'll just go to town. Oh, we're going to go this way. Okay, so we are going to glue all of this. I'm just going to use Fabrifix because I've got it right here. All the way across. This will never be seen or heard from again, which is very sad, but we're okay with it. We can make more stencils. Go under here, going into the spine. I want this to fold nicely on the spine. Maybe 1/8 of an inch away from the bottom, just for good measure. Oh, let me get under there. Oops, don't tear it. All right, so we have that. And now it's going to do this. So that is another fold you can do. So if you start thinking in the terms of shapes. Now this are like, oh, what about that? What about that? We can just fold it the other way and the pocket will be the other way. So if you wanted to make this into a pocket, you can, or you can leave it as an extend page all out there and by itself and glue that down. And we never have to see or hear from that again. That's right. Put that up and then fold it in. And there you go. So let's see if Mr. Fluffers has something to say. Hello, Mr. Fluffers. Do you have something to say? Yes, I have something. Oh, your voice is really rough today. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. I am K9 Reporter reporting to you from the Paper Outpost. And I would like to say it's getting increasingly close to the day of my grooming. It's coming very soon. I know it. I can feel it in the air. So you will not see Fluffy Face very much longer. It will be Skinny Mouse Face for a while. Because that's just the way it is. Apparently, Sunshine had too many Christmas treats. And he stuck his face in the food. And there was mayhem, chaos. And now Sunshine is paying his dues. So I'm being brave. I'm being bold. I have grown up. I'm being responsible. And I'm going to get my hair cut, I said solemnly. Oh, are you all mature? I am. I'm very mature now. I'm graduating journalism school very soon, and I'm falling asleep in my own report yet again. This is why they're holding me back. I think I understand their point completely. But I wish you all happy crafting. Merry Christmas after the couple days, and we carry on from here, everybody. Happy crafting. Sunshine out. Oh, well. He is all mature pants. So there you go, folks. Welcome to everybody who is new, and hello, and welcome back to everybody else. And if you don't know, my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays with new material and in audio format, and also video podcasts every day of the week are available on Spotify. And you can watch or listen to the audio ones on any of your favorite Spotify platforms. Not your Spotify platforms, your podcast platforms. I have an Etsy shop. If you like journals and bundles of kits, when I have them done, I will put them in there and they will be for sale. I also sell Digikits, which are printables, and I have a printed mail option for those who don't like to print. I have an Amazon shop. If you're looking for favorite tools and supplies, you see me here. I have an Etsy shop. Told you that. I have a merchandise shop or a t-shirt shop. If you like the phrase create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, you can check that out there. And most of all, remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.